Hello, everyone. Today we drove from San Antonio to Corpus Christi, Texas, about 2 hours and 15 minutes away to explore the USS Lexington aircraft carrier and the Texas State Aquarium, one of the best in Texas. So come enjoy the day with us. We are starting off here at the Lexington. So come trip with us in the day of Corpus Christi.
First commissioned in 1943, she set more records than any other Essex-class carrier in the history of naval aviation. She was the oldest working carrier in the United States Navy when decommissioned in 1991. She was first named the USS Cabot, but then got switched to the USS Lexington. She joined the Fifth Fleet at Pearl Harbor, which was established on April 26, 1944. She participated in every major operation in the Pacific Theater and spent a total of 21 months in combat. Her planes destroyed 372 enemy aircraft in the air and 475 more on the ground. She sank or destroyed 300,000 tons of enemy cargo and damaged an additional 600,000 tons. Their guns shot down 15 planes and assisted in downing 5 more. The Japanese reported Lexington sunk 4 times. Each time she returned to fight again. So they nicknamed her the Blue Ghost. After the war, she was decommissioned for a little bit, then reactivated to join the 7th Fleet out of San Diego, California. She then ended her career as the Naval Training Carrier out of Pensacola, Florida. Here you'll find their hours of operation and the cost of admission. You can also find maps and their news. You can learn about her time in Pearl Harbor. Lockdown on Lex is an escape room, and then they have a flight simulator. Both of those are extra. You can sign up for overnight camping. There's a free self-guided smartphone tour. You can learn about the action and exhibits, the different planes on the flight deck. The Mega Theater is a 3D theater that is included in admission. They say it takes 3 to 4 hours. Plan on longer. We didn't get to see it all. When you board, it is broken down into 5 smaller tours so that you can pick which path you want to start with. We started with the flight deck, so it shows some of the pictures of what it looked like when it was in commission and had the active planes. The flight deck is where the planes took off and land. As with any naval ship, the stairs and ladders are steep and narrow with low head coverings, so make sure you watch out. They also have an elevator that you can take up to the flight deck. The first aircraft is the FA-18 Hornet, which is a highly versatile multi-role fighter and attack aircraft developed by McDonnell Douglas and Northrop and later produced by Boeing. It is known for its all-weather capability and ability to perform a wide range of missions, including air-to-air combat, ground attack, and reconnaissance. It was designed to be a carrier capable, enabling it to operate off aircraft carriers such as this. As you can see from the painting on this jet, that the Blue Angels now use this. It has 1 gun in the front. Top speed is about 1,400 miles per hour. This next jet is going to look very familiar. It is the F-14 Tomcat that became famous in the movie Top Gun. This model was actually used in the movie. So the F-14 Tomcat is a key American twin-engine, twin-tail, variable sweep wing fighter aircraft known for its advanced radar and missile systems. It was designed to achieve high speeds but also be able to land on aircraft carriers. It was designed to defend carrier task force against enemy bombers and long-range missiles. It can track up to 24 targets simultaneously and launch missiles at 6 of them. Next we have the TA-4J Skyhawk. It is known to be a 2-seat, high-performance trainer aircraft derived from the single-seat A-4 Skyhawk and designed to train Navy and Marine Corps pilots. It served as the primary advanced jet trainer from the 1970s to the 1990s, operating from both land bases and aircraft carriers. It is known for its maneuverability and its role in the Navy's Top Gun program. Next, we have the A-6E Intruder, which is a Navy and Marine Corps attack aircraft known for its all-weather capabilities and accuracy, making it a key player in the Vietnam War and beyond. It was designed to detect and target enemy positions in both good and bad weather conditions. It can deliver conventional and nuclear ordnance in any weather condition, and it can carry a total payload of 18,000 pounds of weapons on 5 external store stations. It was used extensively in the Vietnam War, patrolling the no-fly zone in Iraq following the Gulf War and supporting U.S. Marines in Somalia. The last A-6Es left the U.S. Marine Corps service in 1993, with naval A-6s continuing to serve in Bosnia in 1994. The Douglas A-4 Skyhawk, or B model, was compact, lightweight, carrier-based attack aircraft known for its simplicity and effectiveness. It was designed for close air support and ground attack missions. It also was able to refuel other aircrafts mid-air, carrying a 330-gallon refueling tank. The T-2C Buckeye is a two-seat, twin-engine jet trainer used by the Navy and Marines to train pilots and flight officers for carrier-based aviation. The F-9F-8T Cougar was a carrier-based one-seat jet fighter and photo reconnaissance aircraft developed by Grumman. It was designed as an improved version of the F-9F Panther with a swept wing and tail, offering enhanced performance and maneuverability. The Cougar was a popular choice for the U.S. Navy and even by the Blue Angels. The max speed is 630 to 654 miles per hour and was retired in 1974. The F-2H-2 Banshee was a U.S. Navy jet fighter that served in the Korean War and later in reverse roles. It was a carrier-based fighter that could also operate from land bases. The Banshee was known for its high-altitude capabilities, could carry bombs and rockets, and some variants could even carry nuclear weapons. Other weapons that it carried were bombs, rockets, and guns. Its max speed was 575 miles per hour, and it was phased out of active duty in 1965. The T-28B Trojan was a piston-engine military trainer aircraft used by the U.S. Air Force and Navy primarily in the 1950s and later during the Vietnam War. It was initially designed as an advanced trainer for pilots, but also saw service as a counterinsurgency aircraft with a max speed of 343 miles per hour. The Ka-3B Sky Warrior is a versatile carrier-based attack aircraft that evolved from a nuclear weapon delivery platform to a specialized mission aircraft involving electronic warfare, reconnaissance, and aerial refueling. It served for nearly 40 years, demonstrating its adaptability and robust design. It is the heaviest aircraft ever designed for regular operation from an aircraft carrier, earning the nickname the Whale. The A-7 Corsair II was a subsonic carrier-capable attack aircraft designed by Voight as a replacement for the A-4 Skyhawk. It was a workhorse in the Vietnam War and later saw service in several other conflicts. It was known for its reliability, accuracy, and fuel efficiency. The T-34 Mentor is a popular military trainer aircraft developed by Beechcraft, originally designed as the Beechcraft Model 45. It's known for its easy-to-fly characteristics, contributing to its enduring popularity as a trainer and warbird. The AH-1S Cobra is a single-engine, two-person attack helicopter that served in Vietnam and other conflicts, known for its speed and maneuverability. It is known for armed escort for transport helicopters and is also known as the Huey Cobra or Snake. We found it interesting seeing this on an aircraft carrier since the primary person who used it was the Army. The last aircraft on the flight deck is the T-34C Turbo Mentor, which is a two-seat, low-wing turboprop trainer aircraft used by the Navy and Marines. It is known for its ease of handling, making it a popular training platform, and has been used for primary flight training in the Navy. I love all the faces on the jets. After we finished enjoying the flight deck, we decided to head on up to the bridge, so come along with us. So you just saw pictures of the receivers and the navigation. This is the captain's sleeping quarters, so he's right here on the bridge. Very nice compared to what's down below for the sailors. Here's Cody with the steering wheel and lots of navigation systems. It was very crowded, so I didn't get much pictures or video.
Now we are doing the lower decks, and here we are at the barber shop. Getting their haircut. They could do about 4 or 5 people per room.
The next area we went into was the women's birthing area. That is what they called their sleep room. So they had these 3 beds that were stacked on top of each other, and basically all they got was a locker. I would not be able to do very well with that. They had similar ones like this for the gentlemen on board as well, but there was more for the guys than the girls since there are more men on board.
Here is the machine shop. So this is where they did a lot of the machinery. So on the 3rd deck, here is a map of where everything is. So think of this like an auto shop, right? It's where you would go to work on parts, where all the mechanics worked, and do regular maintenance. Here is the mess hall. This would look like this might have been Thanksgiving. Could come through and get their meals. The vegetable and butcher shop where they prepped everything. Could you imagine how much food it took to feed this crew? They have some desserts, some dinner rolls, candied jelly, olives, salad. We were looking at this. This is how much food they consumed in a month. Can you imagine? So they had a crew of about 2,500 people. So that is how much food they went through in a month. And this was an example of what they would have to do each meal. Each meal. And then we saw the line. This was their cafeteria. Here they are, dental work. I would not want to do that while hitting waves. Dental prosthetics lab, exam room, dental x-ray room, another exam room. This guy's face does not look like he's having fun. As the dentist has a big dental check-in. The chief's office. He would be the one in charge of the dental work and dental office. Now we're going into an area that has mines where they would have mines, torpedoes.
That was all we had time for before going to lunch in the aquarium. We missed half the ship, but enjoy our favorite photos of the USS Lexington. For lunch, we ate at Pier 99. It is a patio seating outdoor restaurant located right between the Lexington and the aquarium. It was a cute tiki hut vibe. It is a seafood restaurant with lots of different options. Because we came during lunchtime, they even had a lunch menu. They offer a 10% military discount. We had ordered the homemade salsa for an appetizer, but they were out of salsa. They ended up bringing it later on in our meal and comping us for it. They have other things other than seafood as well. And one thing that you will see coming up that we thought was super cute, there's the lunch plates and kids menu, is they also have a dog menu. Right there, canine cuisine. This is the seafood platter. Lunch portion of fish and chips. Lunch portion of fish and shrimp. Kids menu, shrimp and sweet potato fries served on a frisbee. And shrimp tacos. This is the frisbee. You can get the canine meal or kids meal served on for $2 extra. They even give you a complimentary photo. Here's our ratings. For the atmosphere, it was a 5 because we loved the patio and the tiki feel and the view of the boat. But once the live band started playing, they were so loud we couldn't even hear each other talk. Then, our food was a 3. Not bad, not good. Service was a bit slow, so we rated it a 3 as well. Would we come back? Absolutely. Our next stop was the Texas State Aquarium. Here is the information on ticketing. When you buy the tickets, you have 30 to 60 days to use the ticket. Parking gets confusing because it has a date on it. What we learned was that it was for 30 to 60 days as well. We started our journey in the Caribbean journey. It was really cool. They had these amazing signs. This is the cenote. They broke it up into different areas to show the different type of fish and sea life you would see in that area. Enjoy the aquarium as there's not too much to discuss. Throughout the aquarium, they had a variety of different touch tanks. This one included some rays. This little guy loved to be petted. All of these touch tanks are free. This was our favorite part, just sitting here and watching the different sharks. They had a small little cafe where you could get some snacks and some drinks and enjoy the sharks. We could have been here all day. They had 2 different areas where you could watch the sharks. This was the first one in the Caribbean Journey area. There was a part of it that had a cage because they offer snorkeling with the sharks where you snorkel within the cage within this tank, but their website says it is temporarily unavailable. So I don't know when and if it's coming back. We had so much fun in this area. We even named one of the sharks Chad. The second viewing area for the same tank was pretty awesome because it was like a walking tunnel. You had a wall on one side, but the tank was over you and on the other side. So the sharks were swimming above you. So you got to really see some great angles. Next stop, the Gulf of Mexico section. Here's the second tank of sharks. These were sand tiger sharks and nurse sharks. There was even a photo-bombing jealous sea turtle in there with them. They even had touch tanks for free where you could pet a shark. Some of them, once you touched them, liked to play dead, as you will see in one of these videos. Outside on the lower areas, there was places where you could see sea otters and sea turtles, and there was a place where you could get some food. I was waiting for the dolphin show, so I did not go down and get footage or pictures of the areas down below, but I was able to see the otters from up above. They do have a dolphin show that goes on about 2 or 3 times a day. When they say get there 30 minutes early to get a seat, you definitely want to do that. I was used to the big stadium seating at SeaWorld. This was definitely not that. They were crowded, so many people standing. But it is really a cute show, so definitely go see it. Here are some of our favorite photos from the aquarium. It isn't the biggest, but it is very, very nice. You can also see the ocean from the area along with the Lexington from their outside area. Enjoy some of our favorite photos. After the aquarium, we obviously had to go to get souvenirs. I don't know the name of the shop, but it's my favorite. From the Lexington Pier, you can see it. It is a big turquoise building with a shark entrance. It is one of the biggest in the areas, and it has so much variety. There is stuff for everyone. Personalized photo frames and keychains, shirts, swimsuits, boogie boards, towels, anything you can imagine, they have. Definitely check them out and walk through the shark's mouth. We couldn't end the trip without sticking our feet in the water. The boys didn't want to do it, but Chloe was having a blast. It was her first time stepping foot in ocean water, so we had to take the time and enjoy it to end out our day. It was such a perfect ending to a perfect day with friends here in Corpus Christi. We hope you enjoyed it.